Hey, good morning, YouTube. Today we're gonna go take a look at my 240. It's a car that I've spoken about. If you've seen my Instagram, I do have a few pictures of it. It's been a car that I've been working on for a long time. It's like my precious baby. It's gonna be the future drift car. So yeah, we're gonna head to the shop where I have it kept because obviously I don't have space here to keep it in here. So we're going to head over to where I keep the car and we're going to take a look at the finished wiring harness that I got done for it. I got a custom harness done by a friend of mine. He works on some pretty rad ass cars. So the harness came out super clean, and I'll make sure I show you guys how it came out because it is a sick harness. I just got to move some stuff around because I was driving yesterday and had this thing clanking around. The last thing I want to do is have this thing blow up in my back seat. So yeah, we're gonna head down to the shop and we're gonna take a look at the 240, kind of walk over with you guys, see what the future plans are, talk to my boy that's helping me get the car done. And then from there, hopefully, I really want to push for like the end of this month. It's a little soon. I would say like the end of next month, maybe even 2 months out, the 240 should be done. So I should have it ready for some local events and start drifting on the track with it and getting it dialed in. So still a lot of work to be done with it, but it is a sick car. So when we get to the shop, I'll show you guys the car. Also, post update for the last event that I went to. If you saw that video, I'll put a link to it. These were the tires. This is the this is the aftermath of what happened to the tires. These things got absolutely shredded. Had a blast. This one wasn't as bad, but it's still pretty torn up. So this thing shreds. But yeah, on our way over to the 240. Sweet. And really quick, if you drive a Mustang S550 especially, quick tech tip, if you want to prime your motor before starting it, which is what I always do, if you hold down your gas and your clutch at the same time and start it, it'll actually like prime the oil in the car, or like prime the motor for starting. So check it out. What's going on, guys? As you guys can take a look, I've already gotten a lot of the wiring set up. I have everything's kind of tucked, run under, got the the distributor cap wired up, everything's wired up, got the coils here, putting the valve cover gasket in, got everything else kind of just tacked in there, got some harness stuff just kind of tucked away in the moment so I can kind of work, have some space. As far as that, let's take a look inside. So we have the, this is my fuse, pretty much my fuse box. I didn't have the factory fuse box, or I did, but it was so clapped that it wasn't worth using. So I got a whole new one custom made. Got our ignition switch with toggles here. So that's all gonna get wired up, and then the ECU's there. Yeah, just kind of doing some odds and ends stuff. Car should turn on tonight. I'm hoping for it. I'm really grinding for that. Last thing I have to do with all of this is wire up the fuel pump, which shouldn't take me more than 20 minutes. Once I do that, I should have the spark, I should have fuel, and I should have some kind of pressure in the motor still because it's all sealed up. And fill it up with some oil, filter, and see if it cranks and go from there. So I'm gonna finish up with the motor, getting that all sealed up, ready for that, and yeah, that's about it.
B-roll time. femur problems. Sheesh. Got all the little project bars. It's like 5 of those here, but hey.
Someone can tell me that, you know, I didn't do this myself.
What do you mean?
I didn't build this myself.
Oh.
That's the worst part. Like, if you go somewhere and everyone's like, oh, built, not bought. This is not bought. And shout out to anyone that's still running a KA motor, not an SR. Or a TJ. Well, I think it's TJ's coolers, but SRs are crap. For my preference. I love 240s. It's all the same fucking thing. All the same sense.
Is that for this?
Yeah. I'm not having worked on this car in so damn long. Everything still rings a bell.
They're like puzzle pieces. You may not remember where everything goes, but you figure it out.
Yeah, my mom should see the bucket of bolts. And she's like, how in the hell do you expect to look through that whole bucket of bolts and find the bolts you need? I found them all. So if you hear that, Mom, I found all the bolts. It bent. What is my fucking... No. They're like, oh, we don't have the one for the 240, the stock one. I said, well, I don't need the stock one. I need power. I don't care how much volts it is. I need the most volts I can get. So give me the best one you guys have. He's like, but it doesn't come up for your car. I'm like, bro, I understand that. I hate. They're so like.
Just give me the part that I need.
I know. I'm like, bro. He says, I said, I just need to get an ignition coil. And he's like, the ignition coil for what car? I said, bro, you're not gonna have it, bro. Like, I know you're not gonna have it. He's like, well, let me check. And I'm like, okay. It was a 1992 240 SX. She says, I doubt we have that. Mother, I told you that. Dude, I know I'm not gonna have Sherlock. And then I grabbed the MSD. He's like, you know that's not for your car. I said, bro, I know that it's not for my car. It's universal, bro. I was getting so frustrated with O'Reilly's, bro.
That's going to some. No, that's EGR.
No, yeah, I think that's just getting taken off. I just want to make sure everything else is looking good.
Now where we're going?
Yeah, kind of just trying to figure out where everything's going for the most part.
¿Qué es eso?
MSD ignition coil.
Oh.
My baby bottle. Yeah, the guy at O'Reilly's like, oh, what year is it? I'm like, bro, you're not gonna have it in stock. And he's like, are you sure? I'm like, bro, I'm positive. And he's like, what year is the car? I said, 92. He's like, okay, we don't have the ignition coil you need in stock. I said, I know that. I came here for this one. That's not gonna fit your car. I said, bro, it's universal. It's gonna fit my car. So O'Reilly's, hire better. Whoever you're hiring needs to be rehired because that was ridiculous. I don't need a sponsorship from O'Reilly's. I just need parts. And if you guys can't give me parts, I don't need to go. I prefer AutoZone, but they were open. They weren't open today. 8 mil. I don't know where to go. Okay. I don't know where I'm gonna put this.
Imagine.
I'm going to shove that in there. Oh, there we go.
I mean, if it fits, it sits. That's so sketch, low key. Watch you hit a bump and then she goes.
No, I would not keep it there. I don't even know where this. I think it goes like somewhere like here.
No, that bends too much.
Or it's gonna have to go somewhere. I'll figure that out. That's gonna need to get mounted. And
Oh, hello, gorgeous.
are you filming now?
Because Camaros, old ones.
Ugh.
You're not gonna tell me you dig original Bumblebee in the Transformers movie?
How many of them look like Bumblebee today?
Yeah, you're right.
There we go. We'll put that in the mouth. Looks legit. Want me to find out?
Not really, I just don't remember where it came from. Oh shit, that was pick those up. Those were the hood nuts.
Oh, I found one.
No, there's one in there. I think right here. You see?
Oh yeah, there it is. We're good. These are rusted on anyways. So we're just checking out the gas lines, and we sprayed air through, and it literally sprayed like that's like 25-year-old gas. That is JDM gas. Ugh. Yeah.
Well, I have an idea what we're gonna do then. So.
What are we doing?
No. I already.
So the first one that you did was this one. The second one that you did was this one.
Alright. So then we'll have to see how it lines up with the fuel pump, and then we'll go from there. But actually, this is gonna let us know. So you take your gas.
So we have to, this side, yes, we have to turn this way.
So we're switching around. Okay, so that gives us our answer. Because
Boom.
let me get a fuel pump.
You have the tower and everything?
Well, I think you gave it to me here.
Just to kind of walk you guys through it underneath the car. So we have our dash 10 here running in from the turbo up there. Custom headers, top mount. I'm going to be doing a complete hood exit on this. Did a power steering delete on this as well. I know everything's kind of rusty. It's been, you know, weathered out. But I plan on getting all this pretty much redone. Just got to get the car running at this point. I got a clean trans that I got, so unfortunately the wires are clipped out, which isn't a big deal. We'll get that fixed. New starter. Yeah, pretty much stock build.
Seen better days.
Built block. Yeah, definitely. Whew. I bought that on eBay used. Because I remember when I bought the one that I had, all this was like, these were all corroded really bad. I mean, granted, this isn't much better, but
That's bad.
that's better than what I had on it before, so that tells you a lot, right?
Imagine.